That's Dan Wootton Tonight, Monday to Thursdays from 9 on GB News.
Hello there, I'm Eamon Holmes.
And I'm Isabel Webster.
And we hope you can join us for
Breakfast with Eamon
and Isabel.
You make me laugh out loud, belly laugh.
Is that important first thing in the morning?
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's me trying to be deadly serious. News is a serious business.
Yeah, I have to rein you in sometimes.
Well, it doesn't stop us laughing at it. It doesn't stop us having an opinion on what's going on.
Yeah.
And it certainly will not stop us reflecting what you think.
Weekdays from 6 to 9:30 on GB News.
With OBEs. And today, we're thrilled to be joined by one of the superstar athletes to have been awarded an MBE. British Paralympic gold medal winner and former Strictly Come Dancing contestant, Lauren Steadman.
And at just 29, Lauren produced a terrific performance in Tokyo to claim gold, overcoming the challenges of American Grace Norman and fellow Brit Claire Cashmore. That emotional success in the Japanese capital came 4 years after the pain of Rio, when Lauren narrowly missed out on gold. Lauren, congratulations to you. I do hope she's joining us now. What does this New Year's honours list
I don't think she's with us at the moment, so we will hopefully have Lauren with us. One thing that I have noticed, though, and we've said this.
Lauren's with us now.
Lauren is with us. I was
Lauren.
just going to say, Lauren, one thing I've really enjoyed is actually speaking to people who have been recognised for their efforts. First of all, how did you find out about your MBE?
I was actually on the train with my parents, and a lady rang me and said, Lauren, I'd just like to ask you a few questions. You've been nominated on the New Year's honours list. And I kind of sat there for a while thinking, is this really happening? Like, getting a gold is one thing, but to then receive an MBE and be on the honours list, it's just as special, if not more special. So I kind of sat on the train and my dad was like, oh, who is that? And I was like, I've been nominated for an MBE. And he was like, you just had that on a phone call. So yeah, it was really special.
I can see that you're in a car, Lauren. Where are you off to today? Are you off to celebrate?
No, I've just been down to the beach, Hailing Island. I thought I'd let the dog she loves the sea, so just a bit of fresh air. And then I'm going to go and have a bit of a hot chocolate in the pub. So.
Oh, sounds lovely. Sounds like the perfect New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Now, how does this win compare to winning Celebrity SAS?
Celebrity SAS was brutal, in one word. It was really cold and it really, really did push my limits. And I actually think that I learned a lot about myself on that show, and I used it to my advantage this year when I was going for that gold medal. It taught me actually where my own limits lie, the mental capacity that I needed and what I was actually capable of doing. Everybody wants the gold medal, everybody believes they can do it, everybody tries their hardest, but I actually went in with a clear mindset and just said to myself, Lauren, deliver the best you can, and if it is good enough, it's good enough. If it's not, you've given everything you've got, and that's all you can ask for. And that's the same mentality I had on SAS, was just to give it everything I've got, and then I could not be disappointed.
It's interesting that you mentioned that you've learnt about pushing your limits and kind of achieving, you know, the successes that you have now. You know, obviously that's why you've been honoured today, is because you are someone who can push beyond her own expectations. What does that take? Because there's been a lot of conversation around mental health and athletes in sport, and how this isn't something that's talked about enough. What do you think about that? How challenging is it for you to surpass your own expectations in life?
It's exceptionally difficult, and I think many people believe that athletes, you know, we train hard, we go out, we travel the world, and we deliver performances. I think the key part that I've learned in maturing as an athlete is that you are asking somebody to be at their peak condition, not just to perform at a race, but a race that is set at a specific date, a specific time, and you have to get that whole process perfect. And there are pressures. You want to do well. You want to, you want to achieve the medals and bring them home representing your country. And it's about being able to separate, I guess, the pressures that you feel and delivering on the perfect time, the perfect date. It doesn't always go to plan. And I think then also learning to enjoy the process. It is very difficult, but at the same time, once that gun goes, you're very nervous beforehand and you know what you've got to do, you know you're capable of it. But once the gun goes, your body just takes over and you go into action mode. And then there's a sense of thrill, excitement, exhilaration. And I cannot explain what it felt like running down that final blue carpet. And I could see the tape up and I could hear the commentary saying Great Britain's Lauren Steadman is going to become Paralympic champion. And it was just, yeah, that whole moment in my head is just still really, really special. And that makes every single bit of pain on the bike, pain in the pool worth it. So yeah, it was truly, truly special moment.
God, it absolutely sounds very special, that moment there. I could almost see it as you were trying to describe it to us. I just want to know, you're in the car, as we mentioned. I actually thought you might have been on the way to meet some other fellow Olympians or Paralympians who have also been on the news on this list. Have you been in touch with any of them yet?
We have numerous groups on WhatsApp, as you do with all your friends, and they have been going off like fireworks. We've all said congratulations and Happy New Year. And I guess 2022 for a lot of athletes, it has been tough the last few years. I guess with the games being postponed and moved forwards and everyone's adjusted their own goalposts and what they want to achieve. But it feels like 2022 might just be that special year where everyone gets back to a bit of normality. And instead of just virtually seeing each other and saying, good luck in training, guys, or your races, we might actually get to see each other race. We might get to see each other on training camps. I'm actually heading to Florida in a few days' time to train with Grace Norman, the girl that I raced in America. So it's lovely to start to get all of these things back up and running again, and being able to socialize and see people. I think that's key for every single person, is to spend people and socialize. So hopefully in safe environments we can get back to seeing each other and having some fun.
There's another question. It's just a change of tone here. Is that some Paralympians feel that there's been a step back in the equality between Paralympians and Olympians following the London Olympics in 2012. What do you think? Do you think that it's been a backward step?
I can remember racing when I was only 15 years old in Beijing. And I'm pretty sure that the 14 people, the members of my family and a couple of other members of other families, that was all that was in the aquatic centre in Beijing. There was not really anybody. There wasn't any TV coverage for any Paralympics. And I think then when you go forward to London and you saw the tremendous job that London did, and Channel 4 and everybody being able to watch and understand disabilities, why one was racing another. Words of other people were that the Olympics happens and everybody was really sad, and then they realised that the Paralympics was yet to come. And out in Rio, I felt that coverage was less, but I think that's just because it wasn't held in the UK and it's not as easy and funding wasn't there. But when I was out in Tokyo, I felt as though I was supported by each and every person back home, that all of the huge sponsorships that support all of our national governing bodies, Paralympics GB, are fantastic, and they have and continue to support us moving forwards. And speaking on my own experience, I have had some great sponsorships, some great companies come forward with initiatives that are just incredible. The one that comes to mind is Citibank with their Stare campaign. And it is okay to stare at somebody if they are different, because I am breaking boundaries, I am breaking barriers, I'm going faster than the world record. And I think it's these sorts of dynamic shifts that are key for Paralympians. And personally, I find Paralympians, even though I am one myself, really inspiring, and they remove all excuses. And that is what I love the most, is the determination, the grit and the resilience to push forwards even when the odds are against you.
Lauren, let's talk about one word, Strictly. In 2018, you were on the dance floor. I've got to ask, are you still keeping up your dancing? Please tell me you are.
I'm not doing like the cha-chas and the sambas, because they nearly killed me when I was on Strictly. But I am doing salsa. I've always enjoyed salsering. I have quite a big group of Latin friends, actually. So yes, I'm still salsering. And I was very focused on the games last year, but I really, really loved being swooshed around that ballroom by AJ. So I would like to go and take some ballroom classes, because I cannot tell you.
Amazing there, I have to say. You look so beautiful, like a princess. You must look back at that time in your life. Yeah, I mean, you must look back at that time and think about all the amazing things you've achieved. I mean, how does that feel, and what's next for you?
Well, I look back on that actually, and I think, wow, I'm not in lycra, I'm not sweating, my hair is not slicked back in training. It was great to actually put on ball gowns and be super girly. And I'm pretty sure I'm still getting eyelash glue out of my eyelashes, and my hair is getting the back combing out. It was very intense on my body. But looking forward to this year, I have secured a supervisor and a position at Cambridge University to do a PhD, to which I'm looking to study mental health in military veterans and also our elite athletes, which comes back to a question you asked me earlier. So I'm really excited for that opportunity. And then aside from that, get back to a bit of heavy duty fitness. Races won't start for me until sort of the end of May, because we've got an extended season. World Championships are in November. So looking to get back racing, get back, I guess, training with more teammates instead of being quite isolated. And then, yeah, push forward with my PhD.
Oh, wow, amazing. A PhD as well. Extraordinary, extraordinary human being you are. Honestly, you've made me think today about my life, but in a very good way, in a positive way. It was really lovely talking to you. Enjoy your hot chocolate. You deserve much more in life. I wish you all the best with your next, work on your PhD and everything else that you're going to do. We look forward to seeing and hearing more of you in 2022.
Thank you.
And as we've been hearing, it's certainly a happy new year for the hundreds of recipients of a New Year honour. Medical experts, politicians and sports personalities are among more than 1,200 people who've been recognised today.
Yeah, another of those honoured this year is Northern Irish professional motorcycle racer Jonathan Rea. He competes in the Superbike World Championship and is a 6-time world champion. He's been awarded an OBE, and our reporter Doogie Beattie caught up with him.
It's incredible, no matter how many race wins or championships you earn, to be recognised outside your sport is always more rewarding. It's really nice. And I've been very fortunate enough to go to Buckingham Palace before to receive my MBE, and now to be on the honours list again to receive an OBE is incredible. I'm so proud of the journey my family's been on, proud of motorcycling and Northern Ireland and the UK in general, that I've been able to fly the flag for motorcycling in the UK throughout the world, and it's a really, really nice honour to have.
Your last time you were there, it was Prince William that actually gave you, and he is a big motorcycle fan. Did he have anything to say to you?
It's strange because I was one of the last to receive an award that day, and the awards are played on a big screen in the waiting area, and I was thinking how long he was taking talking to each and every individual of from the special services or charity work or sport. And when he came to me, I was so nervous to say, what's my conversation going to go like? But props to him. He came away and said, you're 3 times world champion, and I've been following your success. I like bikes. So as soon as he said he liked bikes, my nerves went away. We started talking about the bikes he had and, our kids and racing and whatnot, and it went by pretty quickly. But it's an incredible event. My mum and dad came together, and we went all together with my wife, and we had a really, really nice time. So looking forward to whenever the date may be that I get to go back there and receive my OBE.
Well, that's it from us. Coming up, we look back at some of Nigel Farage's best interviews this year in Talking Pints. Jeffrey Boycott and Lawrence Fox are among his guests. But first, the weather.
It's time to remind ourselves there's always another winter. Canary Islands sponsors the weather.
Looking ahead to this evening's weather, and the UK is looking dry with clear spells for many, though showers affecting the northwest and far southeast. Let's take a look at the details. A dry end to the day across the southwest. Cloud will thicken from the west later though, ahead of showers or longer spells of rain arriving overnight. Mild too. Scattered showers across the southeast will continue as we head into the evening, so it will be cloudy and in places damp at the end of the day. Across Wales, a dry start to the night is expected with some clear spells, and it will remain mild. Here too, showers will return overnight though. It will be a dry evening across the Midlands with variable amounts of cloud and the occasional clear spell. It will remain breezy throughout though, and mild for early January. After a mainly dry start, cloud and a band of showers will push slowly southeastwards across northeast England this evening, though they will ease as they do so. Showers will also affect southern Scotland for a while this evening, some turning heavy. These will then clear southeastwards to leave patchy cloud, remaining windy and mild though. In Northern Ireland, afternoon showers will clear through to this evening to leave it dry with the occasional clear spell. It will be windy, especially on the northern coast, staying mild. Showers that could be heavy at times will push eastwards, affecting many areas overnight, remaining windy and mild.
Canary Islands sponsors the weather.
Hello there, I'm Eamon.
And I'm Isabel.
And you're watching the GB News digital stream across the United Kingdom.